Welcome, everybody. My name is Ben. I want to welcome you to our show today from Templar Knight Crypto. And today we are going to be going over the tools that I use when it comes to trading crypto. Now, real quick, we're going to review our trade that we made yesterday, but we're going to give an update on kind of how we're going to operate moving forward with the trades that we picked. But really quickly, we bought COCOS yesterday with USDT. We bought it up here, and it looks like when we bought it at the high. So I ended up making a sell at a little bit of a loss. Again, we want to try to maximize our capital, so we want to minimize our losses. We bought it at 224.8. We ended up selling it at 220.43, so at a little bit of a loss, and that's okay. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, um, but minimizing your losses is one of the things that you want to do. So we started the day yesterday with 272.55 in value. We ended the day at 267.25. So not a real big loss. We were able to get out pretty quickly. But that just goes to show that sometimes crypto, it's not going to do what we want it to do or expect it to do based on everything being equal. So to get started on looking at our tools today, I'm going to start here with a spreadsheet. So one of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to track your trades. Even when you're doing it on an exchange, and we're going to talk about an exchange today. So even though we were just doing the paper trading all in February here in Google Sheets, right? And tracking our progress, we weren't really making these trades on an exchange. Once we start making these trades on an exchange, then for sure we are still going to track uh, our buys and our sells, right? That's important to do. So, yeah, it's really just important to track everything that you're doing. Also, we're tracking the market cap. We want to know, is the money coming into the market overall? Is money coming out of the market overall? And along with our spreadsheet, we're using CoinGecko to do that. So right now, we can go ahead and get that information updated. Um, and let's see here. Our market cap overall today is 1.12. So we can get that updated. So a little bit of money flowing out of the market. Overall, we can take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 453. So a little bit of a decrease there in Bitcoin. And we excuse me, we can take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is 198. So we can update all of that, right? Um, so, yep. We want to track volumes, right? We want to make sure, especially when we see that volumes going up, especially over a period of days, that we take advantage of those opportunities. When the volume's going down, when the money's going out, we want to just be a little bit more cautious, right? So having a spreadsheet is really important that you track different things. Now, last but certainly not least, last month in February, as we started off this journey and the show, we were basically having a strategy of one trade per day trying to earn 5%, right? And that's great. And that shows a strategy, right? But as we move forward, we're going to be showing a little bit more trades. We're going to be trading more. We may not be doing all the trades live, right, here on our show, but we'll have more trades. But again, we want to have a strategy. We want to have a goal, and so what I've created now is something that's going to show us a 3% compound, a 5% compound, and a 10% compound, right? And what I'll be doing, I'll have a column here that's going to show us our trades and then the compounds that we actually got. But this is a good point where if we're going to be trading even on Saturday, even on Sunday, March is going to be a good month to trade on Sundays. And we're going to be making one or two trades per day. Again, the whole goal is to compound. We're going to close a trade and make a trade. We're not going to, we're using all of our funds on one trade with the compound strategy. So if we're able to do the compound strategy and just earn 3% on every trade, and we do 50 trades, $100 is going to get us 438 at the end of the month. 5% would give us 1,146, right? And then 10%, if we were able to get 10% on every trade on average, we'd look at turning that $100 into over $11,000 just in 1 month in 50 trades. And so the idea here is to show you that, for me, my schedule, I'm going to be up in the morning. I'm going to be doing this show around 5, 5:30, 6 o'clock every night. So I'll be trying to do at least one trade per day live on the show. But I'll also be probably trying to do one trade earlier in the day. So that gives me 2 trades per day. And if I can compound it, you can quickly build a capital just off $100 available, right? Let's say I had 250, which is what I believe I'm going to be able to start out when I start trading live. 250, 50 trades later at 3%, I'm over 1,000. At 5%, I'm over 2,500, and at 10%, I'm over almost 29,000. So again, this just shows you the power of compounding. And that's the strategy that I want to show here on this show and this channel, is to show you the power of compounding. Yes, we're going to be taking profits along the way. Not necessarily within the trades per se, but kind of at the end of the month. This is kind of going to be a monthly thing where, let's look at trade 15, right? That would be kind of on a weekly trade, right? 14 trades in a week. If I started off at 250 and I wanted to take profit, and I took profit here on the 5% because I was over 500, and I, wanted to pay a bill 250 and start the next week off 250, I could do that, right? Same thing at 10%. If I average the 5% or the 10%, right? But that's the beauty of what we're doing here. If we set where we start, we set our targets of where we want to reach, and then once we hit those targets, we perform the action that we predetermined we were going to take. So, for example, if you look at the chart and you pick your points where you say, I'm going to cash out my profit here, and I'm going to start my cycle over again, that's what you do. Whatever makes sense for you. If you just try to say, you know what, I'm going to keep compounding forever, that is the wrong mindset and the wrong strategy. You want to take profit, right? My whole goal with all of this is a monthly cycle. I'm going to start the month out with a certain amount of money. I'm going to make the trades that are plausible, right? I'm going to look. I'm not going to do the one per day like I did, even though that's a strategy. If that works for you, that works for you. If you only want to trade Monday through Friday, you can do that as well. That's a strategy that would work for you. For me, I'm just having an understanding that probably 2 trades per day, which on a 30-day month is going to be 60 trades. I didn't even take it all the way out to 60. I just took it out to 50, right? But I'm going to, again, the market's going to dictate what I'm going to be doing, but probably 2 trades per day, compounding. And then just, at the end of the month, where am I? Take my profit, start it over again the next month with a certain amount, right? And let's just say that I start out at 2,000, which that's my ultimate goal, is to start out the month every month with 2,000 in value. I do that, right? And we take a look at this. I'm going to be probably taking profit. Even if I did one trade per day for 30 days, There's 4,800 on 3%. There's 8,000, 8,500 on 5%. I would probably be cashing out at that point, even if it was the middle of the month, right? I will probably be setting my targets just on the trade number, not the day number, because I want to take out profits as I go along, right? I want to be able to use those funds somewhere else. You could very easily say, as soon as I double, I'm going to take out those profits. So if it's a 3% average, that would be 24. If it is a 5% average, that would be 15 trades. So somewhere between 15 and 24 trades, I would be cashing out, taking my 2,000 then in profit and redoing it again, and just continue that cycle. You can create this however you need to, right? However you need to. And so that's the beauty of having the system, understanding the system, and doing it your way. That's the beauty of everything that I'm talking about. Now, let's talk about two other tools, right? One of them is cryptobubbles.net. That's the bubbles that I show, that I log into every time I open my computer. I log into it. This is going to show me what is the crypto market doing right now. I have my initial one set on 15 minutes. I can add one that is the week. I can add another one. I can put week here and title it. And then I can add another one that says the day, right? I can do a day as well. You can add whatever the ones are in here that you want, right? And then I can add an hour, right? I can add whatever I want in here. I like the 15-minute because that's showing me kind of what's happening right this moment, right? That's what I'm interested in, what's happening kind of real time in the crypto space. This is to give me just an understanding. The other one I use is CoinGecko. If this is something I use to research coin prices, trends, market cap, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in CoinGecko. You see me use these and the spreadsheet every day. The last thing you see me use so far has been TradingView. Now, I use the desktop version, but this is the website. TradingView.com is the charts. There's a whole lot of information. You can do stocks, bond. I mean, you can do whole chart everything in here, right? I chart crypto. That's what I use, right? I'm doing it for crypto. You can do it for bonds, futures, forex, stocks, right? Whatever you want to chart, you can chart, right? I use the desktop version, right? Let's use the desktop version. I have my indicators. We'll probably go more into that at some later date when I talk more specifically about the indicators that you see here, because I can turn all of my indicators off, right? I can take them to where you can't see them. And if you can't see them, then what exactly are you looking at, right? So if I turn all these things off, all you're left with are the candles, right? And yes, there are people that have made a living in the past looking at just the candles and making buys and sells. But the more data, the more information you can add. For example, the lines, the colored lines, or turning the bars different colors, turning the candles different colors based on certain criteria, adding volume, a volume chart here on the bottom, adding the resistance and support levels, adding the FVGs, right? All of that is data. All of that is information that helps you hopefully make a good decision on what it is that you want to do, right? Buy, sell, whatever the case may be. So TradingView is the big tool that I use. And then last but certainly not least, you will start to see me hopefully by Monday show we will be doing our trades live in KuCoin. So it will no longer be just a trade on an Excel spreadsheet. Okay? It will no longer just be documenting the trades that we would take based on what we saw on the charts on a spreadsheet. We will actually be doing the trades live in KuCoin. So KuCoin is the exchange of choice that I prefer. Um, there's a lot that goes into my reasoning, but I prefer KuCoin. That's the exchange that I use. I could also make most of these trades probably on some of the decentralized exchanges, but that gets a little bit more in the weeds. But you could definitely take the trades on Kraken or Coinbase or any of the other exchanges that offer the trading pair that we're looking at. In TradingView, my screener that I have, the screener that I have in TradingView, I have it set up to look at KuCoin as the exchange when it's giving me the information of what to trade. There are other exchanges that you could pick, but because KuCoin is my preference, that's what the screeners are showing me. They're showing me the trading pairs that are on KuCoin that are available, right? And that meet my criteria. So those are the tools that I use when it comes to trading crypto, right? You can go and research them and look at them yourselves. Again, we are going to start doing live trading hopefully by Monday. We may get to it tomorrow. I don't know. When I say live trading, we'll be doing the actual trades on KuCoin, right? And you'll get to start to see that. Also, my strategy moving forward is really just going to be a probably 2 trades per day strategy. We're going to probably do trading in the morning, and then we'll look at trades to take on the show before the 6 p.m. Break of a new day. So stay tuned for all of that again. And we have our chart here of earning potential, earning opportunities. And so let's reset those. So we're going to basically be looking at what is a 3% compound, 5% compound, 10% compound day over day. We know that if we start at just $100 per month, right? Again, I'm going to be starting this out. I'll know my starting balance here before I start trading. What I will have available on KuCoin, and then we have up to 50 trades. So and the values that we can expect. So we'll be setting our targets once we know the amount that we're going to start with. And again, the whole idea is that we'll be trying to end the month at that amount or end the trade number at that particular amount. So I look forward to everyone following along as we continue this journey. And I will see everybody on the next show. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day.